a week of 104.
Game
this time he gets it right.
Leg.
You do see that a lot, actually, when someone's had 3 dots at double six and missed all 3.
Johnny require 100.
In these situations, you're thinking it's going to be 2-2, of course. And it should be.
Game
and it is.
On the
Beautifully done by Johnny
Haynes,
who equalises his best finish of the week so far. It's of HD as we go to double 16.
114.
That may have been his only chance to keep this match alive. Double top for an opening win. And that's what he gets. Perfectly timed. And he's on 6 points all of a sudden. We might be looking at a very different Chucky on Tuesday. It's not going to be a cheeky Tuesday. It might be a Chucky Tuesday.
This week, though.
140. Justin, you've got 101.
In a very steady leg here from Justin. Double 16.
Game
you don't get much more steady than that.
Justin Smith.
That is really, really good. Was that a 5-ton leg?
Yep. Classic.
So it's Raymond to throw first.
501 in 15. 4 tons and a 101 out.
121.
That's a much better throw.
Raymond, you require 32.
This leg should be done. And dusted.
Game show
there
the
you have it, 13 darter.
Raymond Smith.
Game on now, best of 5 from here. Just so happens that Raymond is on double 16 again.
Game
and is hitting it easily.
Raymond Smith.
Bad signs for Justin Smith. It's Raymond, whom everybody loves. We call it moving day for a reason. And the early move belongs to Raymond. Just way too good for Justin Smith. That was an extraordinary performance. Everything about it, it needs a round of applause. He might not have got a lot of maximums. Only that Osborne gets a look at this 86 to take the leg in 6 visits. Double 8.
78.
Wasn't close on either shot there in the bottom left corner. That will not please him at all. Neither will this if it goes in, but it does hit the single. That's the worst case scenario when you've got
6.
double 5.
Colin, you require 8.
Should have been in big control here, Hendo. He might be reeled in. He is. It's 1-1.
Colin
Bit of a scruffy leg at the end of leg 2.
Sort of shots that Colin Osborne was taking yesterday. Sort of shots that put him top of the table.
58. John, you required 20.
Just because he was 46% on doubles yesterday, it doesn't mean he's going to be like that today. That's the beauty of this game. Henderson retakes the lead in 16 darts. And this is a game that he should win because he has the throw.
There was a long way off. Are we just hitting the snooze button on Hendo o'clock, or on the alarm bell's going to start ringing?
Game shown the 6th flag.
Good dart.
He didn't know it was in. It's a good job we've got a referee up there.
Get over the line this time. He's had 5 match darts already.
84 left. He doesn't get another match dart.
77. Colin, you require 41.
So far in this match, Osborne on the outer ring is 27%. But he finds the key double at the very end, and that'll be a bonus 2 points. A game he shouldn't have won. He knows that. And Henderson will have to respond in round 2.
58.
I don't think he's going to miss this one.
16.
That's the likelihood he runs with. He had a lot of joy on the right side of the board yesterday.
Game shown the 3rd.
And did you notice that he shuffled to his right before he went for that double 4? How good was that? This is the biggest dart of the match.
50.
And it goes further away.
Jimmy require 40.
Two tens for a monstrous break of throw. You can sense the tension. And that's a huge double five. He hits the front. He'll be hoping that this goes, and we've got time to talk about it. Bullseye to stay in the match.
56.
Can't find it to end the leg.
Jimmy requires 60.
And McEwen might end the match. To do the double over Raymond Smith in 2 days.
Game shot and
it's just a wonderful display of timing from Chucky. He was given a couple of chances that maybe he didn't deserve, but he made the most of them. Throughout the course of the day,
40.
the way he's hitting doubles, he will get punished at some point if he doesn't sharpen it up.
Game
That's
shot
a bit
the
better.
Second leg.
That's a 17 darter, a somewhat scruffy one, I might add. This week when it comes to the finishes, we saw a bingo card full of them. Double top for Haynes.
41.
And another
Colin
freebie given to Osborne.
83.
He had the opportunity to break in the last. He's going to have to go 2 tops. There's one.
63.
Oh, that's just come a little bit
Johnny
low.
require 40.
He's not quite finding the form he found yesterday. Certainly on the doubling.
Game shot on the
He just
third
knew he
leg.
was going to hit it with the second
Johnny
dart. It was such a
Haynes.
lovely guide. He didn't use it a great deal. Some save.
60.
He's averaging the same as he was in his first game. 80. And he has been clinging on in this game. His second game of the day, in fact, where he's
100.
not had the darts.
Johnny requires 60.
But the game might be up. On tops. And Haynes wins by 4 legs to 2.
Johnny Haynes.
After losing 4-2 in his opening game of the day, he does get things back, and he stops Osborne from getting to 12 points, which is really important for the rest of the field. In jacket when I was about 12 from my nana's catalogue, and I waited 11 days for that to be delivered. 11 days. We don't have to wait too long for a big finish because it's there. Biggest of the week from Hendo, and he's 2-0 up. 154 is a very, very big out and a great mark of respect there from the bearded dragon. I think when he let that go, he thought it was in.
Requires 16.
He was quite shocked to see that double 16 hit.
Game shot on the fourth.
No bagel here, as the bearded
Smith.
dragon somewhat ironically puts both hands in the air. It means that Henderson gets an
74.
easier chance. Double top.
34.
Bends the wire and could have won this match in 2 separate legs already.
32. Game shot on the fifth
from
leg.
Justin Smith.
Justin Smith.
Well, you wouldn't tell from his reaction. He is battling with himself here. He is not happy. Well, it is no longer Hendo o'clock, which means anything can happen now.
93.
In his second game yesterday, he lost to Raymond Smith in what was a decent contest. He just wants to get rid of this one. It's become quite annoying. Double top. And he does get rid of it. Ultimately, over the next 10 minutes, he will probably sit down and think, I'm just glad I got the win in the end. He did have a dart for 4-0. He did have a dart for 4-1. But ultimately, 4-2.
Too late.
I honestly thought that Raymond was going to click that double 16. This time he misses high. Then low.
20.
And wide.
Raymond requires 16.
Ultimate frustration for the wizard. And he knows that leg 3 is imminent. There's the shuffle to the right for double 4. And there's the hit.
On the second leg.
When it works,
Raymond Smith.
repeat Osborne's having no joy up there.
21.
This should be 3 darts a double top. Instead, it's back to double 8.
Game shot on the third
3-0
leg.
Raymond Smith.
Raymond Smith.
And the summit of this table may be in reach. A staying process We were just holding our breath for a big fish.
Raymond, you record
But Raymond can plot his route to 4-0 and the top of the table. He got this finish yesterday. And he's got it again today for a 4-0 win against Osborne. That was a hugely impressive performance downstairs. Now he goes to treble 16 and double.
105.
That was a fine effort.
Jimmy McEwen, 90.
He didn't go 2 double tops because we've already told you he doesn't like that double. Doesn't want to hit it once, never mind twice. And this is the second time this week we've seen somebody go for 11 and double 4. And Jim is
17.
displeased.
Justin, you
What
require
to do?
32.
Wait is all he can do.
Game show on the second leg.
Now, if my eyes deceive me, has he got different darts? We had a nice close-up there, and they look darker. Justin Smith has had every single possible dart today, I think.
Game show on the third
And he's now
leg.
2-1 behind. He's had a dart fall on the floor after colliding with his own flight. He's had a Robin Hood, but he's on the cusp of victory for 4 legs to 1.
So all the ingredients was there, really, for Jim McEwen to make a bit of a move like this, to turn it around.
55.
I did say yesterday that he was playing well, but he just doesn't believe he's playing well at this period of time.
Double 16.
Game show
And Justin is hanging in there, making things awkward for Jim.
Smith.
Treble 19. Right in the middle. And the game is taken by Jim McEwen. He did deserve it because his average was massively better than his opponent. I've got to give Justin a lot of credit for trying to stick in that match as long as he possibly could. Around 18 years ago, maybe even a little bit further back than that, he just chose to stay with his job, which was a very well-paid job, and he's a very, very smart guy. Just a shame for the game of darts that he didn't choose to go pro or anything like that.
40.
And the other one is coming up in the next leg. I'll give you a chance to possibly get your opinion across. Would it be someone from Scotland? Creates the angle, but doesn't get the win. You just don't know how
52.
valuable that leg could be. Double top for Haynes.
Game show on the fourth leg.
So many times that happens where someone is on a match dart, they miss a bucket full of darts, and then someone pops up and hits it first dart.
45. Johnny Ragoy, 54.
So it will be another crack at tops for the match. He's already missed 5 match darts. He doesn't miss a 7th. And that is a very dominant win for John Henderson. That will get him to 8 points in the table, and his leg difference has now improved to +3. So he's very much back in the race. And he has left this on purpose on a 19 checkout earlier.
12.
But this leg
Colin,
should have been his.
40.
And he's gifting it to Osborne. It might as well be wrapped up and put under a tree.
Game show
there you
the
go.
second leg.
Gift unwrapped.
Colin Osborne.
What a bonus for the Wizard. These days, the 18, 19, 21-year-olds, they tend to go 19s first on.
Game
That
show the
2-7-1,
third
but it is 2-1.
Jim McEwen.
And McEwen has finally found his first double of this contest. He goes down, and he has a marker he could only dream about, but that third dart was the worst of the lot.
Jimmy requires 72.
He's trying to contain his anger at that shot, but he's got every single reason to feel a little bit frustrated at not being 3-1 up. Double top for McEwen. What did I say? 180s and tops? That's what his game is all about. It's simplifying the game of 5-1 in darts into big scoring and double top shooting. Oh, for some reason he stayed on the 60.
60.
I don't understand it.
Jimmy required 20.
Surely the player was the treble 18. Jim McEwen dodges one. He didn't face any match darts, but it was an attritional battle. They both averaged almost the same, but McEwen knows how to win today. I'll just see if John can take this 85 first. He's left double 18. It's a good miss if he comes
Raymond
back.
requires 64.
Raymond is looking to break his heart, though, on double 8.
Game shot on the
Pinpoint
second leg.
From the guru.
Raymond Smith.
And it was a completely different tournament dynamic. I spent every waking moment I could with Simon Whitlock.
180.
That's an extraordinary answer there from the guru. As soon as Henderson finds his range, Raymond's back in. But I wanted to spend every moment with him, practice with him.
Raymond, you require 161.
Bash heads with him, just figure out some ideas. We spent times in bathrooms putting on hair colour together in the colour of green and gold. What is he up to? He hasn't taken his eyes off the bullseye yet. You need the dart off the floor, though, Raymond. Oh, my word.
Third leg.
That's
Raymond
extraordinary.
Smith.
3, 4, 1 and 6.
Have the darts if it goes there.
Well, that's double 13. It's not the worst miss in the world.
26 left.
And he put it out of his mind.
31.
Well, right now he may be going out of his mind.
Raymond, you require 98.
Might be going out of this match.
Oh, what a great first start that is. But that is overly aggressive.
82.
As you look at it, he wanted to give it a real go with dart number 2. But ultimately, it's only 3 match darts he's had instead of 4. To survive. Hendel gets the bottom corner.
Wow. Henderson.
3-3. After being 3-0 down, he's faced match darts.
7th and final
in It's a match dart at double top.
72.
And it misses, so that's 3 legs.
John, you require
Or is that a match
84.
dart? 4 in total. Does Henderson nick it? Oh, what a steal. If you'd have said to me 4 legs ago that Henderson was going to win that match, I wouldn't have believed you on any day and twice on Sundays. But believe me, that is a seismic win for the Highlander. That will get him to 10 points in the table. It's a match dart at double top.
72.
And it misses, so that's 3 legs.
John, you require
Or is that a match
84.
dart? 4 in total. Does Henderson nick it? Oh, what a steal. If you'd have said to me 4 legs ago that Henderson was going to win that match, I wouldn't have believed you on any day and twice on Sundays. But believe me, that is a seismic win for the Highlander. That will get him to 10 points in the table. I know that's a bit obvious, but it's the case. Double 5 for Justin.
90.
Not far away.
Johnny required 33.
Oh, double 10. There's a chance on double 5.
23. Justin, you
I think
require
there's a possibility
5.
this game could be a little bit scruffy.
No score.
Yes.
Well, that one, if that
Johnny
doesn't prove the
required
point, I don't know
10.
what will.
Had to get it in there quickly when the 18 went in. Choosing to split.
Game shown the
Splits.
first.
Last start, he was looking for a treble 18. Smith is looking for tops.
95.
I mentioned that he
required
needs to stop
95.
Haynes from getting a match dart.
6 scored, yeah. 89.
Now it's got to be treble 19. And luckily for Justin, he is coming back.
27.
And this game is turning around
Justin, you
just like the
required
last
20.
one.
He said he needs to stop Haynes from getting a match dart. Haynes is doing a very good job at himself, stopping himself from getting a match dart at the moment. Gets to the back end of the legs.
Game shown.
For hope.
100.
Can he
Justin,
take
you
this
require
out?
123.
Biggest finish of the day for him, 107. Wow. Wow.
Justin Smith.
Unbelievable. 2 matches in a row where we see somebody 3-0 up and then lose 4-3. Throwing the cat amongst the pigeons just a little bit, as Johnny Haynes will now stay on 8 points and Justin Smith will go to 4 for hope.
100.
Can he take this out?
123.
Biggest finish of the day for him, 107. Wow. Wow.
Justin Smith.
Unbelievable. 2 matches in a row where we see somebody 3-0 up and then lose 4-3. Throwing the cat amongst the pigeons just a little bit, as Johnny Haynes will now stay on 8 points and Justin Smith will go to 4.
92.
Hendo just needs 1 treble 20 here. For 2 darts at double 16. Wrong treble. Right treble.
60.
Narrow miss.
Give me require
McEwen,
137.
who loves double top, will be going treble 19 first here. Doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. That's an amazing checkout from McEwen. He might not be able to keep his darts in his hand. They're retrieved by the referee, but what an out that is. His best.
92.
Hendo just needs 1 treble 20 here. For 2 darts at double 16. Wrong treble. Right treble.
60.
Narrow miss.
Give me require
McEwen,
137.
who loves double top, will be going treble 19 first here. Doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. It doesn't get any better than that. That's an amazing checkout from McEwen. He might not be able to keep his darts in his hand. They're retrieved by the referee, but what an out that is. His best clock. I know someone who's got a Hendo yoga mat. That's a true story.
108.
Someone who has a John Henderson yoga mat.
116.
Is it Dan Dawson?
Of course it is. 4 19s and tops. Or 6 and double 1. He decides on tops instead. Fine choice.
On the 4 flag.
And he is looking really, really good now for a potentially unbeaten day. Tops here. One of them is a Scotsman called Greg Ritchie. But Jim only needs 1. This could be his last dart of the day. For a perfect day.
100.
And he was throwing that from slightly further away, wasn't he?
40.
That's why it didn't register.
He didn't like the line. He had to move across. Hendo loves it up here as well. He's been leaving this for the last week and a half now.
30.
That might be the last dart he throws today.
Jimmy
You
requires
can see the
20.
pain on his face because he knows that maybe the writing is on the wall. This dart is to get his leg difference in the positive column. And it's also for 14 points and the top of the table. And that means that he will not be overtaken on Tuesday. He's made the move on moving day. And Chucky will not be out-chucked by anybody. They are the guys with the shiny shoes, the ref and the player. But Hendo with a 91 average, it wasn't enough for the comeback this time. Yesterday,
requires 66.
not so far today. Double 8. Oh, and that
No
busts
score.
a lot. That couldn't have gone any worse.
Colin requires 68.
But then again, it could get worse. If Osborne hits double four.
Game
Much
shot
worse.
The first leg. Colin Osborne.
Penny for the thoughts of Justin Smith, who pulls a full Aaron Monk reaction.
Seeming like it's Justin to throw.
But look
first.
at that. He's trying to engage with Osborne. He's having none of it. This is the sensible option.
100. Colin, you require 20.
To be within one of victory and 4 points for the day.
Game shot on the
There
third
it is.
leg. Colin
The poisoned
Osborne.
chalice. 3-0. Through the tape.
Well, it looked like he was going to blast through the tape at the start of this leg. You know, just stumbling towards the line.
79.
A treble in his last
Colin, you
9.
require
He
74.
doesn't need a treble now to get a dart at the double.
But he does get it. Does he get the double? Yes,
Game
he
shot
gets the
and
job
the
done
match.
and finishes
Colin
Tuesday in the
Osborne.
ideal sense. It's also a barometer as to how well someone's playing.
No score.
And that tells us
Raymond, you require 48.
that going that route is sometimes a gamble. Double 16. Break a
Game
throw
shot on the
in
first
20
leg.
darts.
Raymond
Didn't expect to
Smith.
say that in this match. But this is a battle of the endurance of these players, never mind the quality.
You require
Preset
61.
expectation with Johnny Haynes because he can be absolutely brilliant to elite world levels.
Double 18.
Game
It's
shot on the
3-1.
fourth leg. Raymond Smith.
And he's been really good in that corner of the board. I don't know how he does that. But that dart might be the difference between these two players in this leg.
59.
If he was sitting on 122, you would think it was an
82.
outside chance, but 82 is very gettable. For a big 2 points, it's tops.
Game
Perfectly
shot
done
and
by
the
Raymond
match.
Smith.
Raymond
A good enough
Smith.
performance. There are definitely levels to find for the Guru tomorrow, but he is within striking distance and he